It's the Harv and Jace show.
Ooh, it's the Harv and J show.
Harv and J show.
In the midst of chaos.
Capitol Hill.
Somebody stormed the frickin' gates.
Somebody broke right into Nancy Pelosi's office and took selfies at her desk.
Slive into her
The
desk.
nerve. And left a note that said, "We will not back down."
Really?
Yes. And the ugliest little handwritten note I'd ever seen.
A lot of crazy videos coming out right now from what we've seen. Like yesterday was the official counting of the
electoral votes.
Votes, yep. But a lot of Trump protesters who feel really slighted by the believing
Butthurt.
Yep, believing Donald Trump's rhetoric. You know.
Yeah.
The
The
things
conspiracy that he was cheated in this vote.
Yeah.
And it was,
So they're kind of like rising up. They stormed Capitol Hill. They're like calling in now. Like Donald Trump won't even say anything as of right now, but he could come out. You know.
Apparently, the National Guard is fully mobilized, and they're supposed to be going out to do something.
Right, and it did disperse after a while. By the time we did showtime, it was a big crowd, but it did get smaller because I think officially
I know Biden was out there pleading with the crowd, saying,
But I think the rumors of the National Guard coming in too can kind of spook you too, right? Because they're like pretty serious dudes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Joe Biden came out, like you said, he did a speech
condemning the actions of these people and
calling them a mob,
Trump
essentially.
to step up and come and disperse these people in calmness.
But he was saying that it's like really a big attack on democracy, right? Like everything was done a certain way and the right way, and to come and just say no, we don't care that. You know what I mean? We're just we decide, come on, man.
Right.
It was a small group of people. It's not like there's 250 million, half the country there, right?
I don't know. By the looks of it, what I'd seen, there's like maybe 100, maybe a couple hundred. I don't
maybe
know.
500 at the start, right? And then it dwindled down. But that's a small percentage of
hardcore
500 million Americans. So that's pretty. They are definitely hardcore. But
definitely.
there was just rumors of people like some shots getting fired, and cops.
A woman was reportedly shot in the neck. A couple cops were maybe shot.
But we can't really confirm anything right now because it's too early in it. But everything's going to come out in the course of even today, probably like Thursday. I'm
just going by what I had seen on CNN.
Yeah, exactly.
Which may or may not be biased.
Right. But. Yeah, it's crazy. And right now a lot of misinformation is going to come out. And right now it's just about being calm and kind of like. Just letting it play out, and hopefully nobody gets hurt, because it's one thing to voice your displeasure in something and say, oh, we feel slighted, and, that's fine. But, to do it to this level, breaking indoors and
breaking into the Capitol Hill office, attacking the Senate.
Your own leaders that they elected in, right? Elected officials. Right.
And they're calling it an attack.
Right. Terrorizing these people that are in that building.
Had it been like, the Black Lives Matter movement, or people of color doing
what happened in Standing Rock.
Yeah, in Standing Rock, there'd be immediate action.
Mace,
and somebody
tear
would be
gas,
getting hurt,
rubber bullets, right?
Maybe killed.
Images of people getting choked right out, right? Those death chokes. I don't know. It's just a crazy world. But we all kind of knew this was going to happen, really. But we were hoping for the best, I guess. Because it seemed like there was a big quiet before the storm, right? Like there was Trump,
right.
Fight, got quiet, And then
it is
boom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All upon us now. Maybe they're all hairing up and they are celebrating the gold medal victory. Team USA had.
Yeah, see, now USA's got something to be excited about, but it's a little bit dim right now. I would imagine. I would imagine that's like the news is way down.
Right.
I don't know. It's crazy. Canada lost, like you said, 2-0 to USA.
Right.
They took home the silver after blowing through.
I think they just maybe took it too lightly, but it's hard to say. They know what they're getting themselves into.
Right.
Canada is the number one guy every year, almost at the tournament. So
right. You know, Mike Tyson says though, like everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face, right?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And the Americans came out with a punch.
Yep. And they kept punching them the whole game. They stayed right on top of them.
And the goalie was on point.
Yep.
He was like stellar. He had like 3 shutouts or 4 shutouts the
Right,
whole tournament.
right. And it is a little easier to play goal when your defense is smothering like that too. And Canadian forwards not attacking like they did
Right.
in the Germany one, Switzerland, and maybe they just weren't. They were expecting their talent to take over because they had all those first round draft picks, but
Right.
it just didn't work out that way. And losing Alexis Lafreniere, who couldn't come down, and Kirby Doc to injury,
Yeah.
so missing a couple of their best players. That'd be like if they missed, Crosby when he was playing, like for those games that he won, like it might have been different if Crosby wasn't there,
Right.
Missing our best players, but it is what it is. The
Kudos
silver's
to the
amazing.
Americans, though. Like, they stepped it up.
Silver's amazing. Canada's made it to the finals 15 out of the last 20 tournaments, man.
That's amazing.
They won a record all-time 18 gold medals, and the USA just won their 5th.
USA is a good team.
Yeah, darn
they're
right
a good
they are.
program. Like USA, Russia, Canada, Sweden,
Finland.
Even Finland is stepping
Yep,
up
Czech
now.
Republic, the
The Germans
Slovakia.
showed up this year.
Yep,
like, really
the
well.
Germans. Yep, Switzerland can even get a win here and there. They beat Canada one
Right.
year, 1-0.
Right.
It's crazy, dude.
So, like, everybody's going to be gunning for Canada all the time.
Yeah.
Because Canada's top dog, so.
No, I love that, and there's a really good story in the tournament too. Like Germany made the semifinals for the first time in their history, and they only lost 2-1 to Russia.
Yeah, that's a close game.
Like they've never ever made the medal rounds. They're at the semifinals, nothing. They've always come into the tournament and didn't make it, and now they made the semifinal.
Yeah, fourth
That's
place
huge.
finish is pretty good.
That's huge for Germany, man.
Right.
So
Hopefully that boosts their chances in the next tourney.
that's the best. I
making
love
medal.
those stories, man. I love in the hat too.
Yeah, I'm digging that on Yamagoa to your to your mom.
Right. She, like I was saying, she bought this brand new hat for us for Christmas, and all her boys have big bear heads. So she was like, "Oh, it's a really nice hat, and I don't want to take it back, so maybe Harv would like it."
And
then,
Harv does like it.
Then I come here and it's a perfect fit, like Cinderella.
Yeah, Cinderella.
Cinderfella.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
So I'm gonna try something new tonight and rock this beast.
And I was saying, it would be cool if you got the beading around the brim,
Yeah,
dude.
if there's
Wouldn't that
any
be nuts?
beaters out there who think they could style it up for me, hit me
Oh
up.
my, that would be nice.
I'd rock that.
I know, right? You would look really cool. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. I thought we'd bring that up, and I'm gonna talk
Lovely.
about these guys right here.
Oh yes, Cap
Can you
and
see that, Ev?
Chucky's got a good fill-in on
Cap
before
and
the show.
Chucky's is now Harv and Jace show is now catered by
Cap and Chucky's.
Cap and Chucky's, which is on Six Nations.
Yep, at the Plaza, 6 on 6.
Yep, 1836 line. Well, yeah, you just go to 6 line and
6 line
Chiefswood
and
Road.
Chiefswood Road. Yep.
Yep, and there's a plaza right there beside Chiefswood Gas with it's a new plaza.
Plaza on 6, I believe it's called.
Oh, Plaza on 6.
Plaza on
Yep,
6,
and
yeah.
has amazing food, dude.
Yeah,
so
fresh subs.
soups, subs, salads, the stuff that you need, like that's quick and easy, that's healthy.
They sell light corn for your corn soup.
Yep, and they got general store. They have stuff inside too, but they have a wicked food. I eat there a lot, dude. I'm serious. I'm gonna be honest, because I love that they have fresh bread every morning, and they have fresh deli meat.
Yeah.
And you can't beat that for subs, man.
Right, yeah, and
Sandwiches,
if Cam's
turkey.
making them, he
Yep.
loads them up.
That's right.
Yeah.
So make sure you go check out Cap and Chucky's. Thank you so much for the subs.
Yeah, we'll go on.
There's one there for our switcher guy, Ev Jacobs, here tonight too. So he's gonna enjoy that later.
And I got it made with everything.
with everything. Yes.
Yes. Everything.
That's awesome, man. We've lost some pretty high-profile names,
Right?
like in that year, and one was the reason I wrote my album Rainbow World.
Inspiration, your mentor.
That's right. My greatest musical mentor in music. Salome Bay we lost this year. Neil Peart from Rush.
The
that
drummer.
was shocking.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's a
'cause
huge
He was
loss.
not really old.
No,
Like,
no.
he's-
I seen him out and doing TV shows and interviews and doing great shows still. Like, you just never know, eh?
Right.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Nobody's promised tomorrow, they say.
That's right. The great Kobe Bryant, Little
Yeah.
Richard, who is
He was pretty old, too.
he was monumental to
yeah.
music, man.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah, like his music inspired all the like Beach Boys and Elvis stuff. Like, not only inspired, but maybe even ripped right off,
Right?
note for note, right? But that's in the history and the record books. You have to research that yourself. But like he was huge, dude. Little Richard,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah, he was He was a big musical influence.
There'd be
on
no
many
Michael
artists.
Jackson, no Elvis, no
His showmanship.
Yeah,
right?
everything. He started a lot, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, which was really sad. Black
Black
Panther.
Panther star.
Yep, really young.
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen.
Guitar God.
Yep, which is crazy.
Which was crazy, yeah, because he's not really old
yeah,
either.
it's nuts, man. These guys are going too soon.
Yeah.
You know, Charlie Pride, Alex Trebek.
Yeah, no, country legend and Alex Trebek, Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's
icon.
crazy. So we just wanted to just kind of touch on that a little bit.
I
and
lost an aunt, my Aunt Ange, who was a great woman.
Right.
I lost my Uncle Larry, who was a great guy, and a cousin of mine, Chris Martin.
That just kind of piles it on. That
Yeah.
2020 just seemed to
So,
be
yeah,
piling it on, eh?
And the COVID stuff, you know, it was,
Yep.
what a bummer, man.
What a bummer, man.
But we're here to
hopefully
look forward
That's
and
right.
move on up. people.
2021. We got a lot of hope for 2021, eh?
Yes.
And we have to be hopeful. We have to be excited about it because we can't get any worse. We talked about that with Don Burnstick, remember?
Right.
Which is so cool. We want to thank you guys, all the
Yeah,
subscribers at home.
That was a great show.
It was such an amazing show. And the shows that we released, we did a surprise episode 2 with
Brandon Montour,
Brandon Montour from the Buffalo
Yeah.
Sabres.
who is now in training camp, and the season starts
Yeah,
next week. So,
so
we're
what a
lucky
treat.
to have even got him.
What a treat that we got to sit with him, pick his brain before the season starts.
Right. And the Don's show was excellent. Was awesome. 'cause
Yeah,
we
it was
pulled in
watched by
so
a lot
many
of
viewers
people.
For us, yeah.
We pulled in over 5,000 views now and growing of both those shows in a week, which is
Yeah.
crazy for us, man.
That's awesome.
We're so
And,
happy.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in. Everybody.
We were really that's rattle worthy, I think, man. So
It
I just
is.
want to thank you
It
guys
is.
so much to just support us. And I know the and I know the guests help. You know, Don Burnstick has 100,000 followers on Facebook, you know,
Yeah,
and
he's big time.
Brandon Montour has, you know, he could have hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of fans across Canada because he not only is he Indigenous, but he's Canadian, and they back their Canadian players, man, especially when they're elite defensemen, you know,
Right.
in
and
the
he
NHL.
is a star in the NHL.
Yeah, so super cool that you guys are watching and sharing and liking, and make sure you go to Harv and Jace show and become a member.
Yeah.
That's what we're pushing now. Come and be a member, because it's gonna, you know, cost.
Join the Harv and Jace army.
That's right, because it's gonna cost a little bit of money, like to be a member. But what it's gonna do is like you're gonna get exclusive content first.
Right.
You're gonna get chances to win mugs and T-shirts. We got a new T-shirt.
Yes.
Just so many cool things that we're going to be able to do. And we're going to do like surprise shows just for members only and like birthday shout outs, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
just
and
some exclusive content for subscribers.
you only, for members only.
Members
yes,
only, yes.
members. Yep. So
Members
make sure you go to harvandjace.com and become a member. And we would really, really appreciate it. That's really cool, man. This is just nuts. I always think about when you're older, like, what are you going to do? You know, like,
Right.
But a 94-year-old Wallaceburg man is charged with second-degree murder in the death of his 89-year-old wife on Boxing Day.
Wild.
94.
That's crazy. Like Wallaceburg, for anybody who doesn't know, is in Ontario.
Yes.
By Walpole Island.
Yep. And that's nuts.
That's nuts. 94-year-old killing an 89-year-old. Like, just a man killing anybody is wild, killing his wife.
Right.
But a 94-year-old.
Oh, man, that's just scary. Whew.
Right.
I didn't even know how that happens. He got charged with second-degree murder on Boxing Day. So it was like after the holidays and everything, just had enough. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Wild.
Neighbors say they were shocked because the couple, they said they would see them walking every day and everything. So that's really, really shocking and close to home on the holidays. Eh? What a bummer that is.
Yeah, there's got to be more to the story.
Which will probably come out, right?
Which will immediately.
But yeah, like going to
unfold.
jail at 94 too is not going to be fun.
Yeah.
You know, like it's kind of crazy. I don't know.
He won't be in jail long, anyways. Like, they can give him life. How
Yeah,
long's
I
that gonna be?
know. What if he's one of those guys that lives to be 116 or something, like a
Right.
120, right? Wouldn't that be karma kicking in?
Already did the crime,
That's
now
right.
he's got to do the time.
A 29-year-old hiker fell 100 feet onto a rocky cliff edge. He was stuck there for hours as he injured his pelvis and leg in the fall. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. It reminds me of 137 hours or whatever.
127 hours?
127 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Isn't that scary?
That is crazy.
We were just talking about all those survival movies that you could go, that like true stories too, you know, that are live. Like the one that Leonardo DiCaprio did, where he was attacked by the bear, The Revenant. The Revenant, yeah.
The Revenant.
Yeah. Amazing movies of survival, and I just love those darn movies, man. But yeah, but that's crazy. So he was actually living this
Yeah.
He was stuck for hours. All he could do was yell, wave his arms, and like flash a light that he had. Thank goodness.
Yeah,
But
yeah. At least he had something, right?
Yeah,
he
like the
didn't have
flicker.
to cut his arm off like the
I
other
know.
dude in the movie, right? Which was also based on a true
Right.
story.
Yeah, exactly. It got the attention, anyways, of some homeless people that saved his butt, man. Isn't that insane? We're working with a new system here, right? So
Yes.
we're upgrading. We're constantly
Yes.
onward and upward.
We're a work in progress here.
That's right. We're always trying to grow, and like the lighting and stuff. It's so particular, and we're having a
Yeah.
good time.
The
doing
lighting tonight, on point.
It. Oh yeah! Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
We worked really
On
hard
point.
on this set, so we hope you guys are
See
enjoying
this?
it.
No makeup.
We want to look good. We don't have makeup yet.
No filters.
One day costumes, makeup.
Yeah. Some great content for
So
y'all.
all you guys actually helping us and supporting and liking and sharing is actually looking good, and helping us
it
to progress.
bolsters our chances of getting this.
And get guests
potential
too.
deal.
Because, we're using the numbers of you guys watching to get people like Don Burnstick and Brandon Montour. So
Right.
literally the more people that watch and support us, the bigger and better the guests we can
Right.
get.
It gives us more legitimacy.
Yep. We have more bullets to fire,
That's
when we
right,
approach
that's
these
right.
guys. So we really appreciate it. It's because of you that we get to do it every day, and we love it. We're having a great time doing it too.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Good times.
Good times. Oh, we can't do that either. We'll be getting a bill again. Ontario's Finance Minister Rod Phillips has resigned. Did you hear this?
Oh, the knife.
He went to St. Bart's
Yeah.
vacation.
Over the holidays, and he tried to shoot like a fake video saying like, stay home.
He was in
stay
front of a
home.
fireplace
Yeah. Well,
in
I'm
St.
here
Bart's.
at home, but no, he wasn't home.
And he's telling everyone to stay home. And he's in St. Bart's
Right.
on a tropical beach, man.
Yeah.
How
And
is-
I'm sure he's not the only one. He's just the
No,
only
he's not-
one that got caught.
He's not the only one, because after that, a few other cases
Yeah.
came out to people taking off like incognito, but
Right.
getting caught. And but he resigned, I think. They're all stepping down,
Yeah, which is, I guess, the best thing to do because, you kind of
But look at all the people in Canada that are staying
contradicted
home.
what you were saying.
People aren't traveling because of what they're saying.
Right.
They're
and
telling
then they're going gallivanting around.
yeah. So they're
Yeah.
missing out they're missing out on funerals, weddings, when their parents are sick. They can't even see their parents when they're sick and stuff like.
Right.
And they're doing the right thing, and then these politicians have the nerve to do that. It's just kind of awful.
It's totally a politician move, though.
Right.
Right. Say one thing and do another.
Right.
So
And then to film that thing in front of the fireplace, film yourself in the beach, man, with that sun in the background, man.
Right.
Be real, you know
with
what I
a
mean?
COVID shot in your arm.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't know, but that's just the way it is. Canada is now requiring travelers to test negative 10 months later for COVID before landing in Canada. Information is leaked that Canada has had more COVID-infected travelers land in Toronto than any other Canadian airport since December 21st.
I 100% believe that because Toronto is such a melting pot of people,
Right.
like of all cultures.
Dude, it was Caro, all the names, Panama, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And then they were saying the UK,
dude.
it was bad in the UK. There's a lot of people in the UK that
Yeah.
live over here.
I can't believe people are
transfer.
traveling like that and
Yeah.
coming to Canada and going to the other countries, man. And they're saying that Health Canada reported 69 international and 91 domestic flights carrying infected passengers just over the past 2 weeks have landed in Toronto.
Yeah. They got to step up their measures. Like, this is going to do something, but
Right.
is it too late? No.
I don't know. I think it's better to start now
It's
than
better to
never,
start,
right?
yeah.
Like, they should have started that in March, though. I
They
thought that's
should've.
what they were doing.
They should have. And then maybe right now we wouldn't be having the problems we're having.
Right. It's crazy.
know.
I don't know, man. I just think it's better now that we do it. And, man, everything should be shut down. Like, we're in lockdown, right? We can't even go to a Home Depot anymore. Everything's curbside.
Yeah. Like I had to go get some light bulbs
All right.
in Hagersville. And
Home hardware?
home hardware there. I had to call in
Yep.
first
Or
and then go
pay
to the
for
back
it.
door.
Jeez.
And then pick it up, and they got
Crazy,
it all
man.
blocked off. So it's weird.
Oh,
it can still be done, but it's just not.
And everything's closed. The skis, everything non-essential, man. It's crazy. We need to get over this stuff. But to hear all these people internationally flying and domestically flying and thinking it's all good, and those flights, you look at the pictures, those flights are packed, man.
Yeah, they're starting. Well, they said
They have them
some
6
of
feet
them.
apart.
Some of them are one person per row.
You're
like
right.
Into the Canadian.
Oh, that's
flights.
good.
But the American flights, they're still packing.
One person per
jam-packing
row.
them.
See, that's good. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So if there's a 3-row, there's one person. sitting
Yeah,
on a
that's
three,
really
and
good.
Across from them, there might be another person.
Right.
But
And
still,
hopefully you guys can sit the furthest apart
yeah,
too,
but
right?
still, it's only one person per 3 seats.
But it's really that confined area too, you know, like, and everyone's breathing that air and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's scary, dude. The police are also warning a new scam poster circulating saying it can get you the vaccine for $150. So make sure that you don't fall for those
Right.
schemes. People are always trying to get money, dude. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, there's always going to be scammers.
These scammers, they
Definitely.
don't quit. It's like nonstop, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
and it'll just be like a needle filled with sugar water.
right.
you know?
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Here you go,
Or
here's
if
your-
anything, just take your
If
credit
anything,
card
yeah.
and then go buy skis and hotels and, you know, until you find it, you know.
Right.
Scary stuff, dude.
Yeah. Scammers are going to get you one way or another.
That's their job, though. They do it like all day, every day. Like, come on,
they
man.
look for something, right?
Yeah.
Like it don't
Vulnerability.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are vulnerable right now wanting this vaccine. So
Yeah.
scammers are going to be all over them.
Nuts.
And old people are usually pretty naive about things.
Yeah, they're really. Yeah, you can scare them.
Yeah, you can scare them into
Like the
buying
CRA
stuff,
one
so-
was like, oh, we're gonna take your house and you're gonna go to jail where the police are on their way right
Right.
now and you got to pay. Those things, the CRA doesn't do that, people.
No.
So you make sure you tell your elders and your family and everything. Like,
Yeah, there's so many phone scams out there. You just
Yeah.
gotta watch
No
who you
emails.
talk to and what you
Yep,
say.
no
and what
emails.
The information you give.
and like you said, you almost got scammed. Somebody sent a Miracle
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
scam to you, right?
But then turned out, I did win the real one.
right.
Like a week or two later.
So that's good karma right
So,
there
yeah, there's
again.
Good karma.
But
right there.
that's just proves, man. Like, never type in. No one's gonna ever ask for your credit card information
Right.
and social insurance and, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
All-
banking information.
and
or
bank.
anything
No,
personal
no,
like
no,
that. Yeah,
no.
you don't need to give
That's
that
not how
stuff.
it works. There's PayPal. There's online banking. Just so we don't get scammed anymore. So make sure
Right.
you go through those real good trusted services, right? Because
Yeah.
PayPal's 100% secure.
Yeah.
If you get ripped off on PayPal, like PayPal will make sure it's covered. It's
insurable money.
insured. Yeah.
Yeah.
So be smart, people.
Yeah. Use your common sense.
That's right. And if you just don't know, ask us.
Yes. give
Type it in the
facts.
comments. Does this prince really have $30 million and I get $3 million of it? Like,
This Nigerian prince says if I put his money in my bank account,
Yeah.
I get half.
yeah, I don't know. And then we're going to obviously say in the nicest way possible.
Well, it depends if we're on or off air.
Yeah. On air, it's no, darling.
No.
Unspeakable things off air. No,
Yeah.
just kidding. We're really nice on and off the air. Harv.
Yeah, truly we are.
We're actually sitting here before we start shooting, and we just talk like this. We just shoot this.
Yeah, this is just conversation.
This is basically, we get to hang out every Thursday and just really catch up,
Right.
shoot the breeze.
Right.
But I do want to start bringing people in. We thought it would be a really good idea to maybe extend our table a little bit, right here, and have a third guest sit with us and shoot the breeze with the topics. You know how we just
Right.
interview them?
Yeah.
But maybe just sit with us.
I think that would be great. Let them join in on
the
topics with us.
conversation.
We could have our interview with them, and then they could stay along for the ride.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And so, good ideas. We can
Yeah.
work these in the future. A well-intentioned hospital staff member tried to spread some Christmas cheer. He dressed as a Christmas tree, trying to spread Christmas cheer throughout a hospital on Christmas. But officials said that the only thing he spread was
spread was
COVID-19.
Oh man,
44 people were infected
that's not funny.
and
but
one death. That is not
That's
funny.
not funny, but
A Christmas tree, like,
Yeah.
bouncing around.
all he was trying to do was bring happiness, and oh man,
Unbeknownst to himself, he had COVID-19, and
Right.
getting in that suit, and must have been all, on his hand, and got all over his suit,
Right.
and then he's
posing for pictures.
then he's
and
hugging kids, and
yeah, handing
he's-
presents and candy canes out. Probably.
that's well intentioned.
Like I'm surprised Halloween wasn't more of a debacle
Right.
due to stuff like that. But
I think people were pretty safe. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that just proved that a costume and candy, it wasn't working right. Like,
Right.
that's scary, dude. And
Yeah.
it's not
no
funny.
matter how well the intentions were,
Let's be smart. That's
Yeah.
all we're saying. Let's be smart. Let's say, let's maybe not do this till next year. If it's better next year, then yeah. You know what I mean? But right now, it's really about limiting contact. Like it's limiting touching doors, and it's limiting you giving me money, me giving it to him giving it to him. And it's really about limiting that contact with people, right? And That's just not.
Which
not,
I'm all about anyways,
Right.
you know, like passing germs, you know.
Right.
Hell,
It's
I
crazy.
don't want to pass them.
I like that meme where remember it said a birthday cake with the candles, and it said, "Oh, we were wild,"
Yeah.
you know, because we used to blow our whole like
Right.
all over someone's cake, and everyone would eat that cake. And be,
Yeah.
just a big mist of.
We gave no F's.
they were the true warriors.
Right. That's why we have such strong immune systems,
Right?
Because we did that stuff.
So it had to be a super thing to kick us out. This COVID it's mutating pretty fast. So to me, that's scary. Vinyl record sales, this is really, really cool, have hit an all-time high, man. They sold 1.8 million vinyl records in the past week.
First time they outsold CDs since 1986.
That's right. That's crazy. 86, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's going back.
1.8 million albums sold. That's exciting. I have my record player. I have my favorite records on there. I have, of course, trying to get my new album on record because I know this
vinyl?
is what everyone's trying to do. Vinyl, man.
Yeah.
Vinyl.
The sound is unique. Right?
Yeah. And it's better than like iPod and like compressed MP3 music, you know,
Yeah.
that's hurting your ears. Like putting on a nice vinyl record in your house is nothing better because vinyl actually captures sound probably as good as anything out there.
Yeah.
You know, like you get a real true sound of the.
And they look classy.
And they're very classy. Very classy.
Yes.
So get yourself a record player and start dabbling in some records, man. That's really
right.
cool. But it could have been helped too by Paul McCartney. He released his album Paul McCartney 3, which was his first #1 record in 31 years.
That's a long time.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah. Like
So-
the longevity of Paul McCartney is insane.
It was his first #1 record in 31 years. But me, before I got my hit record, Free to Fly, which was my only top 40 in the USA that I've ever had, but it's a hit song. But anyways, before that, I was thinking like, I'm getting older now, right? So is it ever going to happen? So like when I seen Train come out with that really big song, Soul Sister.
Yes.
And they were all really like not old, but 45, you know, getting up there. And I was thinking, oh man, that really inspired me, you know? And then now to even see this cool thing, getting your first #1 record in 31 years, you just keep plugging away at it, you know what I
Right.
mean? And people think you're gone and out of the scene. And I mean, he's a big star.
Yeah,
You'd
well,
think
he's-
he'd have more hits than that since
You'd
31
think so,
years.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because his name is definitely big in the industry.
Yeah, he's a Beatle, man. The
Yeah.
Beatles. Like, what's bigger than
So
that?
he's been in the game for what, 50 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Or
5, 6
more?
decades now.
Yeah.
I think we was talking about he's a 6-decade guy,
6
right?
decades, yeah.
Insane.
Insane.
So good for him. Good for Paul McCartney, man. That inspires me as a musician that you can keep putting out #1 hit records even when you're 70 and 80,
Well,
dude.
look at the
Come
Rolling
on.
Stones too, right? Like they're
Mick
ancient.
Jagger. Yeah.
Maybe it's an English thing because they're all English.
What's in the
too.
water?
Yeah.
What's in the water over there?
What's there in the UK?
What's in the UK?
In their tea.
Police in Vietnam seized more than 300. This is kind of gross.
Oh yeah, this is.
This is really gross. If you're wheezy or queasy, better take a step outside.
Oh. Yeah. Get out of here.
Go on, get.
Because this is about to
This
get
is
gross up
gross,
in
yo. Police in Vietnam seized more than 300,000 recycled condoms, my friend.
here. Yuck.
It's bad. This is
Recycled
bad.
condoms.
This is bad. And apparently they boil the condoms. I don't know where they get them from, but they boil them and they reshape them on a phallus, like a wooden or phallus. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they reshape them all real nice, roll them up real nice, and repack them as new, man.
Good heavens.
Isn't that nuts?
That's gross.
That's
Like,
really gross.
that's funny, but that's gross. Yeah. Whose job is that?
I don't
Like-
know, man. But all these things are kind of be like, I don't know, man.
Like,
Whose job is to repack that phallus? Like, put that condom over that phallus.
who's the boiler?
Who's the buyer
the
of this?
collector?
She only gets like, it's crazy, like 10 cents per pound. Which, how do you figure that out?
Is it like pounded, like
Oh,
the used ones?
What's that? What's that like, right? I'll give you 35 cents a pound. No, I want 10.
Nah,
I'm
mine's
only
worth at
paying
least
10. It's only
35.
worth 10, isn't it? These are used, gently used, I hope. I don't know.
Good Lord. Gently. This one's lambskin.
And you know the packaging is putting it brand new and blah, blah, blah. And then you trust it. Could be
be
anything that could survive that boiling temperature. You don't know what can survive it, man.
Right.
Maybe it's not even
it wasn't
boiled.
boiled long enough.
Maybe it's not even boiled long enough. Maybe
Right.
it's lukewarm. Like, I don't know, crazy. I just thought that was just insane.
Yep.
Serious health
Don't
risk.
buy your condoms if they were made in Vietnam.
Right. And check the expiry date. All that stuff's
Yes.
important, you know. So buy in the States, buy Canada stuff, man.
Yeah.
Made in Canada.
Craft your own at home if you need to.
Oh, yeah. I don't know,
You
man.
gotta just boil them up after. You can recycle them.
This is cool. If you're a Lethal Weapon fan, there's a new Lethal Weapon they just
I've
announced.
seen that. That's gonna be wild.
Lethal
'cause,
Weapon
like,
5, dude. I would hope they would get
Merton rigs are
our
getting up
back,
there.
which is Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, two industry veterans.
Yeah.
I hope they get Joe Pesci. You know, and it's
Gotta.
by Richard Donner too, who did the
originals,
Yeah,
right?
the original stuff too. So you know it's gonna be cool, man. But he said he always wanted to do like a real send off. Like he felt like it was never really like closed, like this relationship and this story. So I guess Lethal Weapon 5 is gonna be that kind of closure. So expect something crazy. Who knows what to expect? You know,
That's a great franchise of movies. So I
Right.
hope they do it justice anyway.
yeah, I think
Those
it'll be
guys-
exciting.
Those guys are pretty old, so
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
see the action being too heavy.
I
for them.
know he was too old for
Especially
this.
Danny Glover.
He was too old for this shit in Lethal Weapon 1, right?
Right.
30 years ago.
He's way too old for this shit, though.
So Lethal Weapon 5, make sure you watch for that. Justin Bieber has ramped up a request, which he did a long time ago, but he's kind of bringing it back because of the popularity right now of everyone calling everybody dang out for
The
boxing.
celebrity boxing type
Yeah,
of
it's like
thing.
huge
the Jake
now.
Paul thing, right?
Yeah, everyone's calling everyone out now, man. But anyways, he's called on Tom Cruise again, challenged him. Then he backtracked a few years ago when he challenged him before, and now he's calling him back out again, saying that he's ready to go. And then Tom Cruise is toast, he said.
I hope he goes him. I hope Tom Cruise gets mad and goes him. Tom Cruise looks like he's a little maniac.
He is a maniac. He's supposed to be pretty like high strung too, and wicked shape, wicked fitness. You know, he does his own
And
stunts.
Bieber looks like he's in shape.
Yep.
Like he's a young guy. He could probably go, but Tom Cruise looks like he's got that crazy strength.
It's crazy, and that's what even Bieber said. He's like, I think he's got that dad strength. He said that dad strength. Justin Bieber actually, his new song "Anyone." It's a Rocky-inspired music video, like from the movie Rocky. So it's like boxing, and he had computer generated, take all these tattoos off and all. So I think it's just kind of the hype. He's new music, right?
That'd be nice if Tom takes him up on the
That
offer.
would be amazing.
Though. Like, hey, let's do this.
Right? And
2021 would be awesome.
would be crazy. And then speaking of the Pauls, that Logan Paul, you know, he's fighting Mayweather soon. He actually called out Chris Hemsworth, Thor,
Wow.
after he said he wants
Is
to.
he even a fighter though, or is he just a big buff guy?
I think Thor, Chris Hemsworth was just putting a tweet out of him training boxing.
Yeah.
And Paul commented on there that he wants him next or whatever.
You know who those Pauls should fight is the Diaz brothers.
They should fight each other.
They
And
should.
Shut the.
Yeah. But they should fight Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz.
Oh, geez. And two rings fighting at the same time.
Because those Diaz brothers will box too.
Oh, who the heck said that? Somebody said that the only way they would fight, one of the UFC guys said that the only way they would fight the Pauls is if they agreed to do one boxing, one MMA.
And that would be nice because they'd MMA, they'd twist them up.
Oh, you
they'd
know it.
break their arms.
You know it. And ground and pound, right?
Choke them out,
Ground and pound with no gloves.
right?
Crazy. I don't know. I think that's only fair, man. You're calling somebody out from outside of their sport.
Just like it would be cool for Mayweather to step in the octagon.
With McGregor, that's what I always felt like. That would be really fair.
Yeah, just to do him the solid back,
Right.
you know.
But
hey, he got in your
Mayweather
ring.
Mayweather knows that he'd be getting his knee, he'd be getting a knee in the forehead, you know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean?
he'd be
Like,
getting dummied.
be insane. I don't know, but we don't know. So that's why we want to see it.
Right. Sign it up.
Set it up. And Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber can be the, remember have that
Undercard.
co-headlining or the undercard?
Yeah.
It worked for the Tyson fight.
Yeah.
It could work again. Blake Shelton, great country singer from Nashville,
star,
and The Voice too,
Yep.
is under fire online after his new song "Minimum Wage," which was released with the chorus saying, "Girl, your love could make a man feel rich on minimum wage."
Girl.
Oh, girl. Isn't that crazy, dude? People are up in arms, though. They're really, they find it very tone deaf.
I guess it is a bit tone deaf, but like it's a song,
Right.
Like, I'd have to hear the song and hear how he sings it and how it's said and what context it is in the song.
Girl, your love could make a man feel rich on minimum wage.
Yeah, see, that sounds lovely. Like, oh, well,
Poetic. That's country poetic.
I'm not offended whatsoever.
But yeah, that's crazy. Very tone deaf. They said that, and they were saying it's insensitive at a time when people are at home and under like financial pressure. And they think she shouldn't be like minimalizing the effects of like the slumping economy and stuff like that. So there's not much you can.
People just want to nitpick about anything they can nitpick about.
And they don't even want to support their favorite country singer because he is one of the top guys, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy. Girl. It's almost like baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Baby.
I'm not calling you baby as in you're my baby, but that's your name, baby.
Girl.
You got me, baby?
Listen here, baby. We're going to go places, baby.
Me and you, baby. The Grammys have been postponed till March 14th, which is everyone's favorite show to kick back and watch who wins and all that. But it's been under fire all year because people are upset they're not getting nominated. And remember, Bieber was upset that he wasn't in the R&B category. Right. They were supposed to be January 31st.
Yeah.
But just at the same time, the news was announced that 3 Grammy nominees from the children's album category, they all declined their nomination. Because everyone in that was nominated was all white, and they said that it was like lacking diversity.
Right.
And they got together, and then all the artists said, "We're not accepting our nomination because it's
good move on their
solidarity
solidarity there."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To notice
most of these award shows seem to be whitewashed unless it's the BET Awards, which is aimed towards the black community.
There should be no need.
Aboriginal awards that are aimed towards Native people.
Right.
The Grammys, Oscars.
By rights, there shouldn't even be a need for a BET and Indigenous awards. If the
shouldn't
Grammys
be.
done right by everybody, and the
Exactly.
Junos did right by everybody,
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of crazy. And it's just the way it is. Like Grammys are coming under fire, and a lot of companies and places are coming under fire. So I don't know. It's just got to be diverse. You got to have women. You got to have people of color. You got to have everyone involved.
Right.
It's just
this
the way
is a diverse world we live in.
Yeah.
So
and you got to get hip to it, man.
Yeah, get with it.
Yep, because the more old-fashioned you are, I think the more you're going to get phased out
Right.
of the new future, the future.
Right. Like we're moving ahead 2021.
That's what we want. We want to move forward.
We're not living in those archaic ages of racism.
That's right. And we're not down with racism no more, man. That's archaic. Like we wanted to die with the older generation, right?
Yeah.
And pass down only good things, man,
Right.
This is really cool. I just seen this too. A new movie is streaming on Crave now. Monkey Beach, written by Eden Robinson from Trickster, right? He did Trickster as well. Starring Adam Beach, who we haven't seen in a movie in a while.
Right.
So he's back. It's about a young woman who comes home to the res after experiencing harrowing visions that have haunted her entire life. That sounds really cool, eh?
It does. And Adam Beach is a pretty good actor, so
Yeah. The trailer was kind of, you didn't see Adam Beach in the trailer, but all of a sudden you see Adam Beach, then he's standing there and he makes a joke and he ends up farting. He's like farting on screen. And I was like, there got to have been a better video to put
He's
Adam
humbling
Beach in.
himself,
Yeah,
I guess,
and it was supposed to be funny, but to me, I was like, you could have made Adam Beach look a little bit better than that on a trailer. The only time you see him, he's...
Last time he was in a movie, he was killed immediately.
I know, the Suicide
I
Squad.
remember seeing him,
Yeah, he was killed immediately. Suicide Squad, yep. But this movie, Monkey Beach, was the #1 Canadian movie at the box office for 4 weeks.
Cool.
Isn't that awesome?
I'm gonna have to
That's
check it out.
huge.
Monkey Beach.
Monkey Beach, yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look.
And it does have some of the actors I've seen from the trailer that were in Trickster as well, too. Some of the actors crossed over, so they must be... Eden Robinson's becoming Adam Sandler. Have all her friends in those projects.
Well, it's all good when you bring your people with you, yeah.
All Indigenous people, all the Indigenous writers, producers, man, nothing better. So go check out Monkey Beach on Crave, man. You know?
I'm going to have to subscribe to Crave just to get some of this good content.
Yep, there you go. And support Indigenous stuff, dude.
Yes.
For real. This is nuts. Did you see this? Dr. Dre had a freaking brain aneurysm.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in the hospital last I had heard.
That's
in
scary.
intensive care.
Ooh.
They said he was lucid but aware.
Right, but I guess he's doing better now. He put out a like an Instagram that he's doing great and that he'll be home soon. And
I had heard his house was robbed
really,
while he was in the hospital.
I don't know
whether that's truth.
Yeah,
or not.
I don't know. That, like I said, right now,
But you
there's so
never know.
much,
Like people know. Okay,
Yeah.
he's not home.
right? And all his
obviously-
family would be there. Like, who would think? Like, see, like these people, these scammers, right? They're looking for
Yeah.
every opportunity.
Any
so,
vulnerability.
So make sure on your look what happened to Kim Kardashian when she was flaunting her.
And Paris.
Yeah, and flaunting where her hotel was and all this
Yeah.
stuff, and when she's going to dinner and when she's going to be leaving the hotel, and like,
Right.
come on, people, be smart.
I
Especially
watched
if you got,
the interview with David Letterman actually,
Right.
and she talked about that.
and she
she
probably
was
wishes she didn't do that so publicly, let people know
Right.
where she is, right? Because that's
Right.
crazy. So we're just happy that Dr. Dre is doing good because I read the stats on it. It's a 50-50 chance of literally losing your life if you have a brain aneurysm. That is
And he's
crazy.
still fairly young too, so
Yeah.
we can't be losing a musical genius like
Right.
him.
They said that one of the main causes is stress or over physical activity.
Yeah.
As you get older,
I could see him being stressful.
like angry, stress, or picking up something real heavy.
Yeah.
So those are the kinds of things to avoid, when you get older.
Yeah.
Scary, eh?
Yeah.
So I'm glad he's doing good. And to continue the conversation about Land Back Lane, we do not want people to forget that they're over there and it's cold and they're still fighting for our land.
Right.
And we still don't want people to forget that we have unified on the res, and the federal government can't use that no longer as an excuse. And yet they still are nowhere to be found. They're not saying
Right.
anything.
They're not looking for solutions, so
Yeah.
they're looking for excuses
Right.
to keep avoiding us.
But instead of even not saying anything that could be peaceful, but they're not, instead they put out 16 more arrest warrants for people who are on or about the area, which is, remember they call the injunction on any road now too. So it's like, man, you could be just on walking up the road up from my house and I could get charged if
Right.
they wanted to because
Technically,
I'm on
with
that
the way
Haldeman
they've
Road.
Put their laws, that's the way it is.
God, it's kind of scary what the OPP's doing and
Yeah, imagine
what
somebody's
Canada's
just
doing.
walking back home to the reserve and the cops want it to be
They could
dinks.
be-
They could totally arrest somebody saying they're
Yep, the injunction is on this
Yeah,
road
there's an
too,
injunction
right?
on
I
this
told you
road.
to get off or whatever, right? What are you doing here? You're inciting, they can
Right.
do whatever they want, right? So far, the OPP have arrested 36 people, which is crazy. It's just nuts, dude.
Well, kudos to Skylar, the group down there that are staying in there for the long
Right.
haul, like
And keep supporting them, right? They need firewood, blankets, tents, warm stuff.
monetary donations for their
At Landback Lane,
legal
Gmail. Stuff that's warm, mitts, gloves,
Yeah.
firewood. Like think about them. They're actually protecting our grandkids' future and
Right.
our kids' future. And so kudos on them. And Skylar Williams actually did put out a statement after that saying the police can't be the only answer. Money is not the only fix. Jails can't be the only outcome. And he also said injunctions do not hold any sway on Haudenosaunee
Haudenosaunee
territory.
land, yeah.
Yep, and that's so true. Video of a 33-year-old Brampton man trying to steal packages off people's porches. Did you see this?
porch pirates.
It's
they're
going
called out
viral.
here.
Going viral.
Yeah.
The dude got caught because it must have been happening a lot in this community. But the guy was ready. He must have put a package out there or something to kind of trick him, maybe.
Yeah.
But-
Like a bait package.
Could have been a bait package, but he had his camera ready, and the guy came up, tried to grab it. He opens the door. The guy gets in his little car. It's a little wee Fiat or something, one of these
Yeah.
tiny little cars, front wheel drive, and he tries to back out, and he backs out. The road was clear too, man. If he would have made it to the road, he would have been gone.
Yeah.
But he backed out onto a snowbank and got stuck. It's crazy. It was
And then the cops got there.
It was like
got him.
it was like Three Stooges,
Yeah.
He gets stuck. First, he's in the driveway, backs out, gets stuck in the snow. He has it in park. He gets out. He's trying to push himself out. The car's in park.
Oh, man.
The tire's up in the air, so it's just spinning.
Yeah.
The tire is up in the air, dude, and it's spinning. And he's trying to like dig out the snow, on the back tires, and it's front wheel drive and everything. And it's like
Man.
that guy that he was trying to rob was even saying, it's front wheel drive. Like, what are you doing? He's trying to help him, even though he's, the police are coming. But the police came there and they got him. But like, man,
Right.
That's
well, yeah,
awful.
it's like there used to be a show a long time ago, America's Dumbest Criminals.
Right.
That totally would have
That's the guy.
been on there, yeah.
It was ridiculous. Go watch that video, man.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's like the
now.
Three Stooges trying to get away. It's hilarious.
Oh, he's famous now.
He's very famous, so don't do that. Don't steal people's stuff.
Steal hearts.
A new massage is gaining popularity in Cairo. It's a snake massage where the masseuse mixes oils with non-venomous snakes. Isn't that disgusting?
That is gross.
And they're like all over your body. And I guess they're like crawling and like biting and doing what they do. And they're pissing and
snake sex.
They're snaking. When they're wrapped up together, that means they're in love. They're
coiled up.
They're oiled up. And
coiling up and oiling.
They're coiled up and oiled up. And it's like the candles and the mood set right. And basically these snakes. But PETA and these animal rights saying that like snakes are very sensitive and like anxious creatures, so they shouldn't be involved in this kind of stuff. But it's kind of taken off. Like it's coming.
Debauchery.
It is, man. It's crazy. It's the practice has been taken.
Maybe it's an ancient practice.
It is. It started in Asia.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's kind of moving around now, like Brazil, Russia, Israel, and it's even made its way to the United States.
Well, I know there's like those crazy hillbillies down south and those deep South Parisian.
Those churches, yeah, with the snakes and the snakes and the poison, right? Yeah. I know. They might like that. They probably love that. But anyways, I just think that's crazy. That's a no for me, though. I would not be anywhere around that.
No, I don't want a part of that.
We're just coiling and oiling. Come on down. Come on down.
Maybe some hot rock. That's about it. Put some hot wax on me.
You just lay down and leave the rest to us.
Leave the rest to us. Leave them snakes alone.
And you let my snakes do the rest. That's the craziest story ever, man. The snakes.
That's grosser. Well, not grosser. It's just as gross, I guess. But the recycled condoms.
When you think of a masseuse, of all the pleasures you could have in a masseuse, never ever have I thought, let's bring some snakes into it.
Yeah. Put some snake juice on me. And then put a snake on me, too.
Not a snake, a whole bag full of snakes.
You know what would feel good? Laying in a whole bunch of snakes.
Ooh. Crazy. And you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Crazy. I wouldn't even do that, for big money. Come on
That sounds like Fear Factor stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. LeBron James has become the first player in NBA history to score at least 10 points in 1,000 straight games.
Phenomenal.
The first one ever.
Yeah, phenomenal.
That's cool.
And I don't know if anybody could ever do that again.
Yeah, for a league that's that old too.
Yeah.
Right?
Because Jordan was at 863, was
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Which
Wilt
is
Chamberlain's like 7-something, after 750 or something like that.
1,000 games in a row.
It's crazy,
Phenomenal.
Man. The streak began January 7th, 2007, or January 6th, 2007. MJ had 866 straight.
866.
And LeBron James averages 27.1 points per game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
In his long career, 16 years, right? He's competed in 10 NBA finals, including 8 consecutive finals appearances and 4 championships at 36. That's a lot of accomplishments at 36, don't you think? That's young.
Yeah, because he's probably got at least 3 solid superstar years.
And then 3 decent ones.
Yeah.
Which is his decent is probably be a star, right?
Yeah,
like Rudy Gay and Vince Carter, or people like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just insane, dude. Yeah. And then did you see Johnny Money, Johnny Manziel?
Johnny Football.
Johnny Football himself. We haven't heard about him in a while.
Yeah, he's been out of the limelight since he's little stint in
Montreal,
Hamilton.
Then he went to the league that folded up.
Arena League or something.
The XFL.
USFL or something.
And they're all folded up because of COVID, obviously. But there's this new league.
Where's he partying at now?
I know. There's the new league, man. And it's like a fan-controlled league. It's a really unique concept. But the fans actually dictate the uniforms, the logo of the teams. And they actually call the plays. The fans do, dude.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's like real-life video games.
I know. They get to sit there and... everyone
that's kind of cool.
Everyone votes at home or whatever, they'll play action or run the ball and they have to listen to the fans, dude, just like a coach.
That's pretty wild. That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. I got to watch it. But Manziel's going to be getting told by the fans. He said he's only doing it because it's fun.
Yeah.
But he's probably the most high profile name in that league.
Yeah.
But I would watch Manziel play in there, and maybe I'll shoot a couple suggestions in,
Yeah, run it,
Yeah.
Johnny. Because somebody's going to try to get him
Yeah.
to make themselves famous. They're
Totally.
going to want to rock Johnny football.
even if it isn't a fun league like
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Go tell your kids, I rock Johnny football.
but just to go and say, Johnny, do a flea flicker, and tell him, and then see him do it, and then get crushed, or
Right.
see them like turn the ball over and then go back. That'd be your fault, man.
Yeah.
Sitting at home, that would be your fault. Isn't that nuts? The fans shouldn't be calling the plays. What the hell do they know?
Armchair quarterbacks. They're armchair
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
but we're gonna see horrific things. I'm predicting that the plays aren't gonna work out very often
Yeah, I'm predicting the league's not going to work out very good.
because there's nuances. Coaches know their players. They know their strengths.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't gonna care about that at home. They're gonna think this running back should get
Hail
this-
Mary.
Yeah.
Hail Mary.
Every time. But the yard, I guess it is smaller, half the size of a regular football field. So
Yeah.
I guess they're going to want lots of scoring and lots
run
of
and gun.
crazy.
Yeah, it might be worth watching.
But we're so excited for the Leafs to get started. It's starting really soon, January 13th. Oh,
Yes.
we're right around the corner.
We're right
All
there, right
Canadian,
on the doorstep.
all Canadian division. It's nice. They put together some cool lineups.
Yes,
during
Thornton,
Yep.
Matthews, and Marner.
number one line. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
So it's really exciting, and the Raptors are just stinking it up, dude. They're
Yeah.
1-5, and
Hopefully they can turn it around, but I don't know, coming out like this,
it's a short season too.
it's a
quick,
short season, so they're going to have to hope they can get one of those bottom
quick,
playoff spots
man.
now.
And it is tough.
Yeah.
All the teams got better. Orlando, Philly, Cleveland Cavaliers. Remember all these teams that were at the
Yes,
bottom?
Boston
They're
still remaining
Washington.
good.
They're all like zooming up the charts, dude.
Come on, Raptors.
The Raptors are just like, their pedigree is gone because they lost Kawhi, Danny Green, Ibaka, Gasol.
Yeah.
That's
And
a lot
those
of
are, like,
firepower.
those guys are tough guys. too.
Amazing players too.
Like in the basketball
Yeah,
world, those are tough
they're
guys.
tough guys and fierce competitors.
Yes.
So yeah, that's really cool. We're caught up, man.
Yeah.
We're caught up on this week. We're excited. We're so happy that you guys got to watch the Don Burnstick New Year's show. We're glad to be there for you for the holidays to get you through your Christmas and New Year's. Then we sprung a New Year's Day show with Brandon Montour on you,
Yeah.
which was amazing. We're so happy that he joined us.
Yeah, and good luck to Brandon in this upcoming season.
Yes, exactly. Starting soon. And we're just so happy that you guys, we want you to go and make sure you like, subscribe, join, and share.
HarvandJace.com.
Go to harvandjace.com and become a member, guys, to really support us and help us to keep growing, get better guests, and keep doing what we love to do, which is just put an Indigenous spin, perspective on the things that are affecting all Indigenous people and basically almost everybody in the world, right? We just
Yeah, and throw a little bit of 6-nay slang on it.
and try and bring facts, right? Try and bring
Right,
facts. That's what we
facts.
want. We're trying to
Facts,
bring facts.
truths.
We're trying to weed through all the bull.
Yeah.
And try and bring you what we find to be the most accurate.
Yes.
So that's what we're trying to do, man.
Truths.
And bring some truth. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next
See you
time.
next week.
Yay!
It's the Harv and Jace show.